Hi, my name is Vikar. I am the CEO of Securitanium, and this is my video for the entry into Pasha Awards 2024. Securitanium is a cybersecurity services and products provider company, and why we are into this field is, as you might know, that cyber crimes are on the rise, and the cost of cyber breaches is estimated to reach $10.5 trillion by the end of next year. A huge chunk of this is due to the ransomware attacks, which are also on the rise by up to 300%. And most of these ransomware attacks originate from phishing emails, and which is a human error and the cause of 95% of cyber breaches, according to IBM Cybersecurity Report 2022. So they not only cause financial loss, and a ransomware attack caused the company to pay a ransom of 75 million a few weeks ago, but they also cause reputational loss by the loss of trust by the employees. So a brief introduction about myself first. I have been working in the field of cybersecurity for more than 15 years in multiple countries, including UAE, Singapore, Qatar, for government agencies and global organizations, including Constellation Software, which is the second biggest IT company in Canada. I've also worked for Affinity, which is a multi-billion-dollar company that also works on AI technology. I've also been honored to be invited as speaker in multiple cybersecurity conferences, including Black Hat, SANS, Hackfest, and I've also co-authored a book on blockchain security. I am assisted by very talented team members. My CTO and co-founder Ubaid is a senior software architect with more than 15 years of experience himself of developing solutions that are worth millions themselves. We're also lucky to be guided by Dr. Ian McDonald, who is a director of security at Microsoft and has assisted multiple softwares and startups in scaling up and getting the help from industry that they need. We are also helped by Azim Yassin, who is also a senior technologist with more than 15 years of experience developing applications for core banking and financial industry. Now, the problem that we are trying to solve with our solution is that there are security gaps in email communication, in the sense that your email is a public information, and anyone that has your email address can potentially send you a phishing emails. And these are getting easier day by day as phishing clients and tools are readily available, and even ransomware as a service is available used by hackers. So there is some problem with the existing controls and the technology and the email gateways, that they are unable to detect things or missing something, due to which so many attacks, up to 80%, are caused by phishing attacks. So we researched and we found out that the email gateways, most of them only look at the sender IP and domain, and not the content of the email itself. You can compare it to legacy firewalls, which only look at the source and destination of the packet and not the contents of the packet itself. So we decided to solve this problem, and how we are doing that is we trained an artificial intelligence model with thousands of phishing emails, which was then able to detect and observe the characteristics that are found in the emails, whether it is the tone or the vocabulary or the language that is used in those phishing emails. And then any email that is being sent to our tool, not only our tool is integrated with different APIs that checks the source IP and domain, and whether it is blacklisted and whether the SPF records are okay or not. It also looks at the content or the body of the email, and our AI engine detects if that email contains any characteristics that are found that were similar to those thousands of phishing emails that it has been trained on. And if, according to our analysis, if an email is marked as malicious, the user is informed, and also that email is removed from his inbox to the quarantine folder, and a notification is sent to the point of contact of the company, which might be a security officer or the SOC analyst, and then he can scan the inbox of all the users of that organization and use our tool to remove that email from their inboxes as well. which I will show in the demo in just a bit. We call our solution as fishtop.ai, since it is an AI-based phishing detection and prevention tool. We got the chance of presenting this tool in Black Hat Europe in 2023 in the presence of some industry leaders of cybersecurity, including those from Microsoft who really liked the product and offered us the sponsorship from the Microsoft Startup Founders Hub, and were offered a credit of $150,000 to use all Microsoft products, which was a huge achievement and a huge support for us. Some of the features that make us unique is that, like mentioned earlier, apart from the verification of sender IP and domain, we also look at the body of the email. Another solution in the market claims to do something similar, but it does the behavior analysis after reading all the emails of all the employees in their inbox, which can be a privacy concern, because it takes all that data to a cloud environment and does the behavioral analysis, which can be a concern with companies in countries that do not allow to send data out of the country. And in such environments, we have an advantage because we also offer on-premises deployment model. Apart from that, we also offer the feature of awareness manager that can be used to educate clients on different cybersecurity concepts. And we also offer phishing simulator, which can be used to train and test the employees on improving their ability to detect characteristics of phishing emails, apart from the phishing detection and prevention system. So in short, you can say that our tool is a complete email security solution. A brief comparison with the existing solutions in the market. So as I said earlier, that most of the email gateways only look at the sender IP and domain, and even if they do look at the body, they probably only look if it contains any links that might be malicious, and they do not look at the body or analyze it the way we do. Another company that does claim to analyze the body, like I mentioned earlier, does by behavior analysis. The problem with such a method is that, let's say the financial department performs transaction or gets emails to perform financial transaction on a daily basis, and then a hacker sends them an email asking for a transaction into his account. That might be considered a normal email by such a solution, but our email security solution might have detected it. Apart from that, that company does not offer phishing simulator and awareness manager like we do. So, and the companies that offer these two do not offer detection and prevention. Our solution offers all of that at a very, very competitive price compared to the competitors. Some of the milestones that are worth mentioning, and to show that we have been moving very swiftly after developing our prototype in November 2023, presented it in Black Hat in December, got a sponsorship from Microsoft in January. We started performing proof of concept deployments at different companies, and we got our first paid client in April 2024 in just 4 months of starting our company, which I think is a huge achievement. Some of the features that we have developed include moving the malicious email from the inbox to the quarantine folder for all employees, and some of the other features that we are working on is almost completing the automatic detection in which the user does not have to press a button to report an email. And we are also working on sharing a threat intelligence through a platform in which if an email is shared or reported or detected by one of the clients as malicious, and if a similar email is received by another client, then our solution will be able to detect and remove that email. We have different pricing models, including per user per annum at a very competitive price. Right now we do it at manual reporting, but we can also offer automatic detection and response in the near future at $50 per user per annum. And for enterprise clients, we also offer pay as you go, in which we charge $1 for every email that we remove. This was a brief overview. Now let us look at the demo. So this is how the dashboard looks like to the point of contact or the IT security officer of a company, with the graphs showing the overview of the different features. For example, the phishing simulation feature, awareness manager feature, and the emails being reported. And if you want to look at the details, these are functioning graphs. So if you click at a part of the graph, you can get the details. For example, for malicious emails, you can click on the red part and get the details of malicious emails. Now let us see how our solution works. So our solution works through a plugin in the email client. So for example, in Outlook, our plugin can be installed for all the users of the organization through the Active Directory without having the need to manually install it individually, and then it can be visible in the app section. And let's say this is an example email sent by a legitimate email, and it also does not contain any links which might be malicious, and most probably this might go through most of the email gateways that are in place today. But let's see how our solution will perform if it is reported. So let's say this email says immediately transfer $1 million to an account, and this is something similar to in which a hacker was able to get amount from the financial department of a bank, and such an email has actually happened. So let us see how our product would have helped this organization. So our plugin can be used to report this email, and within seconds the user is told if the email was malicious based on the analysis on the email, on the body, the sender, and everything else as well. And the user is informed that it is a suspicious email based on our analysis, and also that unless you were aware and expecting such an email, it should be deleted. Not only is the user informed that this email is malicious, it is also removed. As you can see from his inbox, it is being removed to the quarantine folder. And when that happens, when an email is reported as malicious, a notification is sent to the point of contact as well, that let's say an email was reported by a user with, let's say, subject Pasha demo and the reason as well. And once he gets this notification, he can go to the dashboard to see further details. So let's say he gets the notification, and then he opens the dashboard. He looks at the details of this email. So let's say he looks at the reason that this is likely a phishing email, contains request for financial transaction, and uses threatening language and urges immediate action. And if he agrees, he can use our solution to scan the inbox of all the other employees, and if this email is found in other employees, it will be removed from their inbox to the quarantine folder, just like for this user. So let us see, there is another user. So let's say he has this email in his inbox as well. So let's assume that he has not even read this email. It's in his inbox. This is another user, and let's say the point of contact uses our solution report for other users to scan the inbox, and if this email was found in the inbox of other users, it is removed from their inbox into the quarantine folder as well, as you can see. Just to verify, you can see it has been removed from the inbox of the other users to his quarantine folder as well. So this was our phishing detection and prevention solution, mainly, that we intend to offer to our clients to save themselves. In the near future, we have almost developed a feature in which client can also take our automatic detection and response feature, in which they do not need to press this button, and any incoming email can be detected as well. Apart from this, we also offer the phishing simulator and awareness manager. We have a lot of phishing templates because we are getting phishing threat intelligence feeds, so we converted them into templates that our clients can use to train their employees, and they can also assign awareness lessons to the phished users to improve their awareness. So let us look at how our lessons look like.
Phishing is a game of deception. Phishing is a fraudulent method of gathering sensitive information such as usernames, passwords, and credit card details using deceptive emails and websites. In a phishing attack, the attackers pretend to be a trusted entity and tricks the user into opening an email, text, or instant message. Next, the user is enticed into downloading an attachment, clicking a link, or providing sensitive information such as login credentials. How can you spot a phishing attack? Let us take a look at 4 common types of phishing attacks. Email-based phishing. Let us analyze this email. Here, the subject is a psychological ploy to create anxiety, which can trigger an immediate response. The sender email ID isn't a genuine one. The logo is inserted to create a sense of trust. There is a call to action followed by a link. The next time an email tries to rush you into downloading an attachment, clicking a link, or sharing sensitive information, look out for these signs.
So this is how an awareness video looks like, and let us look at how our solution can be used to send a phishing simulation, which is quite simple as well. So a user just selects a template. So let's say he selects this Microsoft template, and he will go to the phishing campaign page. We will add a campaign, and we can also do this exercise for him, in which he does not have to do this and just tell us which templates he wants to run. But if he wants to do it, it's pretty simple as well. So a template is selected and campaign is made. The next step is to assign it to the users. So I can either select all the users, or let's say I can select individual users, and I can run the campaign. I will get the real-time information on this page of the campaign as well as on the dashboard. So let's say that this email is received by a user, and let's say that he does not know how to detect phishing emails, and he clicks on this button. And the moment he does that, he is redirected to a page so for example, this user is redirected to a page. Let's see for him as well through over here. Yeah, so is redirected to a page, and probably this was not happening due to some slow connection. So now that you can see, he's redirected to a page in which he's shown that he's phished, and he's also shown a button that start awareness lesson, and if he clicks on this button, he is directed to the lessons. So this user had already attempted this lesson, and we've also seen how the lesson looks like. So this is in short our solution that we consider a complete email security solution with not only phishing detection and response, but also phishing simulation and awareness manager. we can also see the details that these users were phished. And also on the dashboard, let's say we go to see the details of pardon the slow internet. So we look at the campaign that we just ran and we filter data, and we can see that 2 users were phished. We click on the part and we can see the details of the phished users. Same for the awareness campaigns. We can see that now it is 9, earlier it was 8. Let's see. Okay. So probably let's look at field. Okay, so because we saw this page in which the user had already attempted the awareness lesson, so that is why the awareness stats are not updated, because he had already attempted this lesson earlier. So you can see that all the stats are updated as well, and the details of the phishing detection and prevention tool. So we hope to reduce the impact of cyber attacks, especially due to phishing emails, with our solutions, and take this product on to a global scale by winning this Pasha Awards, and we hope that we are the winners. Thank you for your time. Goodbye.